And we are live, and the doors of the Sanctum have been opened and unlocked for the week. Well, welcome everyone to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I am your illustrious host, Widow's son. Wanderer is going to be joining me today. He might be having some internet problems or just running just a little bit behind, but do want to thank everyone for tuning in so far. Let's see. Peanuts here, Dumpkey's here, Sterno, welcome. Vacuum was here just a little bit ago, and so we'll get him next time. Um, well, we're gonna give Wanderer some time to get here. Like I said, I don't know if he's having some internet problems or what. But for right now, we are just going to just have a little bit of fun. And Faith is here. Welcome, Faith. Good to see you as always. Ah, well, well, welcome, Duran. Thank you for coming as well. I just want to take this opportunity, just real quick, just to say a few things. Once again, I want to give a big shout out to Bran and Billy from the Geek Room for coming on the last episode with us. It was indeed an honor and a privilege to have them on the show, and they along with Frank. Unfortunately, as I said, Frank couldn't make it to the episode, but you guys, Bran, Frank, Billy, Anna, you guys have an open invitation to the Sanctum anytime, and you are always most welcome. I also want to once again thank everyone for the support and love as always. The last time I checked the channel, we are up to 105 subs on the channel, and once again, thank you guys so much. And as I always say, I don't do this alone. I have two incredibly awesome co-hosts, Doc and Wanderer. I can't do this show without them. I really can't, and it means a lot to all of us that you guys enjoy the show as much as you do, and support us, and pass the word around wherever it may be, whether it be on your Discords or Twitter or where have you. It means the world to us. So I really do appreciate all the support. Um, so yeah, this is going to be the show for the week. Due to my work schedule being a little wonky again, I guess maybe that would be an appropriate word. I'm not really sure, but we'll run with it for now. So what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is the next show is going to be on the 12th. So the next show will be a week from this Saturday. So it will be normal time on the 12th. Doc, Wanderer, and myself will all be here. Going to try to get us a guest lined up. See if maybe we can get Frank to come on and join us from the Geek Room, or I'm also putting some feelers out and seeing about having a few other people come on. And yes, I'm still going to have Sterno. I'm still planning on having you on. Bonk, I'm still gonna have you on. Zabrak, I'm still gonna have you guys on. So do not worry. You are going to get your chance to come and join us on the Sanctum. I give you my word. So just give us time, and we're gonna get all of that on. bring us bring us on as a trio. I mean, don't you see? I mean, most of the time, it's pretty chaotic around here to begin with. um, but yeah, it's But once again, guys, thank you so much. It really it warms my heart to for all the support and everything that we get. Um, so um, you know, and I want to I also want to take this opportunity to just get a little something off my chest. Um, as you know, we had Billy and Bran on the 28th, and we had an amazing time. And that show was, we dedicated that show to the memory of Trevor from the Geek Room, and also to my late father. And I just wanted to take this opportunity just to say a little something about him. Um, 5 years is a very long time. I have um, I've had a lot of really, a lot of big ups and downs um, since he's been gone, and I I miss him. I do. I miss him a lot. He was more than a dad. He was my best friend. He was my lodge brother, my traveling buddy, my York ride companion, and it meant a lot for everybody, for us to have a big show like we did that day, and for everybody to be here for that. But and I went and saw some family. My friends. My friends are my family basically, and I went and saw some of them for a little while after the show that day. But the more time that evening after I got home that I kind of spent by myself, it gave me a chance to just reflect on on him and what he meant to me and everything like that. And it's been a hard 5 years, everybody. It really has. Um, he was he was really someone that I could talk to, that I could tell anything to. I told my dad everything, and it it hurts not to be able to listen to his voice and to get advice when I need it. And I apologize if I sound like I'm choking up a little bit, because I'll admit it, I am. Um, because he was a good man. He was a good man. He was a good Mason, and honestly, I really don't know how I've. Well, I do know. I mean, through the love and support of my friends, my mom, um, my brother Danny, that I've told that you guys have heard me talk about many times. Um, Through all of that support, I've been able to really just hang on, because for the longest time after he was gone, I didn't do very well, and just I take it day by day, and I try to take a few moments every day to just talk to him, because I know he's still around and I know he's listening and everything. But I want everyone that's in the chat right now, who's listening live, who's going to go back and watch this later. I want you guys to do a big favor for me. Every day, whether it be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, significant other, what have you. Just take a moment every day to look at that person and tell them that you love them. And that's really, really what I want to just kind of get across with all of this is just take a moment every day to tell those people that you love them. And I really appreciate that, Duran. I really do. It it was a big loss for me because I spent I spent over 30 years with the man. Even though my parents were divorced, I spent 30 years with the man, and I learned a lot. I grew a lot, and it's because of him that I've been able to do a lot of the things that I've been able to accomplish in my life because my dad always supported me. He always supported me in anything I wanted to do. Um, I wanted to join the Boy Scouts. He was all about it. And yes, for those of you who feel like making a joke at my expense, yes, I was indeed a Boy Scout, and I made it all the way to the rank of Eagle Scout, made it all the way to the top, and I retired. So yeah, go ahead and have a little chuckle at my expense if you like. Um, I wanted to join the I wanted to join the Masonic Lodge with him, and he was so excited about that. And I grew up around good men like my dad who were brothers, and I learned a lot about being a Mason from my dad. I always used to say that I always used to say that my dad was a philosopher, and I still do. In his own way, he was his own. He had his own little philosophy and his own little outlook and everything like that, which is where I really get it from. And walked his own path, beat of his own drum, and that's one thing he always used to tell me, even from the time I was a little kid. Um, One piece of advice that he always used to give me, didn't matter how old I was, he would always look at me and he would say, always think for yourself and never let anyone else think for you. And be your own person. And I pride myself on that. I really do. Those words have stayed with me and rang in my ears for 39 years on this planet. And the last 5 have been really, really hard. But I always try to take a few moments every day, like I said, and talk to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I miss him. As a matter of fact, on Thanksgiving, um, I went out to see him. Uh, Indeed, they are, Faith, and indeed they are. He I can't tell you how many times over the course of my life he repeated those words back to me. Um, I should get him put on a T-shirt. Is what I should do. T-shirt, make that like the first when we can find a way to come up with some podcast shirts or something that should be like the first one. Uh, but I went out to see him and I took him. I'll always take him a little airplane bottle of Jack Daniels or Jim Beam or something he liked. Me and him like to sit and have a drink every once in a while, and I took him one, and I had one, and I did. I stood out there and I had a drink with the man, and I lost it. I did. It's like every time I go to visit him, I still break down, and it's been 5 years. And people people like to and regardless of who it is, if it's someone that's close to you, a lot of people like to bombard you with cliches. It's just like, well, they're in a better place, or they're not hurting anymore, and you wouldn't want them back the way they were, and all this. And I mean, I get that. But cliches don't really help the situation. They don't really help the emotion of the people that are going through it. And sometimes what that person is going through, what that person is feeling, and what they're thinking is they just need somebody to listen. They just need somebody to listen to them. Let them get, let them, let them cry, let them scream, let them get mad, let them get, angry, frustrated. Let them get it off their chest. Let them get it off their soul, because that's what they need. And they're not mad at you. They're not mad at the people that have come to pay their respects. They're not mad at God, because I mean, I'm going to tell you, at one point, yeah, I was a little angry at the man upstairs, but I learned that he he had somewhere else for my dad to be, and it was time for him to go and take care of something else. And I've made my peace with that. But what people really need is for someone to listen to them. Nothing helps. You never get over it. You just learn to deal with better. You just learn to deal with it better over time, and that's okay. You can take as much time as you need. Yes, that's very, very true. Um, and those are wise words as well, Faith. Um, but you see, that was one thing that I knew that I needed, was I just someone to listen to me. And I have two I have two people in my life that, over the course of the last 5 years, as many of you have seen her in the chat sometimes, my friend Heretic and my brother Danny. Those are two people that have been my rocks during this time. During this long 5 year time, they have really, really been there for me when I've needed just to talk, just to get it off my chest, because sometimes I still need to just get it out, you know, and that's what you have to do. Um, and I can't thank them enough for everything, the sitting up with me, and listening to me cry, and just talk about him, or even just the times, like, me and my brother especially, just because my brother was real close with him too, you know and just to and we talk about him often, and unfortunately my brother couldn't was not in Mississippi when my dad passed away, and I needed him, but he couldn't get back here for it. And to this day, I still apologize to him, because I'm so deeply sorry that he couldn't be here. And I know he wanted to be. And I apologize every time for that. Even though I know I had nothing to do with it, I feel I feel his I feel his part of that loss, and I feel his regret for not being here. And I feel like I need to just apologize to my brother for him not being here. It's all right, Wanderer. The link's in your Discord, so go ahead and get everything ready, and I'll bring you in just a minute. Um, but guys, if you take anything away from this serious moment, and we have moments like this on the show from time to time, and everything, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to just kind of express everything, how I've been feeling. Um, take the time to tell people that are in your life that you love them. Hug them. Don't take them for granted. Don't ever take them for granted. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When they're gone, it's very very hard. And I want everyone that's, like I said, in the chat right now, that's listening, that's gonna watch this later and everything like that. I want each and every one of you to know. I may have not met you in person, and I may just talk to you here on YouTube and live chats on other streams and everything like that. And I enjoy our interactions, and we always have a good time no matter where we may be. But I want every single one of you to know that I love you. From the bottom of my heart, I love every single one of you. And I appreciate I appreciate the time to just kind of let me express my feelings here. See, my mom died last year. I still haven't gotten over it like some people tell me to do. I was able to save our last voice message and listen to it every day. That's and my condolences to you, Durant, for that. Um, I one thing that and Wanderer, I see you backstage. Give me just another moment. Um, there are times that, well, hang on, I'll go ahead and bring Wanderer in. What's up, my dude?
Hello, can you hear me? Hey
Yeah,
man,
I can hear you, man.
that's sorry about
Um,
that. What happened was basically I was just discussing some stuff with my parents and I wasn't really paying attention to the time, so I apologize about that.
oh yeah, oh no, you're fine. But and going back to what Durant was saying, one of the hardest things for me when everything was going on with him was hearing that my dad had stopped talking, and that's something that I never wanted to hear, to be honest with you, because for for a kid that grew up idolizing his father, thinking that his dad was Superman, and then to look and see my dad in a nursing home, and and for you know at that point 34 years of wisdom and jokes and uh, bullshittery, if you will, um, to hear that for 34 years of your life, and it bring joy to you, and knowledge to you, and wisdom, for that voice to suddenly go silent right before he went, broke my heart, because my dad was always one of the many voices of reasons, or voices of reason, that I had. And when I got that phone call from my stepmother telling me that he had stopped talking, that's when I knew that it wouldn't be much longer. But you know what? And I say this with all sincerity, and this is where I'm gonna end it. I am grateful. I am very, very grateful and humble that I had such an amazing, amazing man to call my dad. And I miss him every day, and I will continue to miss him every day. But I know that he and I will cross paths again one day, either in this life or the next or the one after that. But we will cross paths again. And Daddy, if you're listening right now, which I know you are because you always like to sneak around and try to pull something on somebody whenever they're not paying attention, I want you to know that I love you. And guys, I know I've been rambling for almost 30 minutes about this, and I really just wanted to just kind of get that off my chest a little bit and just take that opportunity to say what I needed to say. And I thank you all for that. I may have to fire Wanderer for being as late as he was, but no, I don't think I'm going to do that. So, so his job is safe. His to the dismay of some of the people in the chat, I'm sure that they're just like, oh, you should fire him and let me take his place. No, I'm not going to fire him. I'm sorry. So, I mean, it's not like we're making any money right now doing the show. So, I mean,
Yeah,
but thank.
I'm
But,
terribly sorry about that, dude. I'm really sorry about being late.
I know what you mean. My grandfather had suffered with Alzheimer's and became silent and pretty much stopped reacting to anything. Uh, it mm, that's kind of similar. Well, not really similar to what happened with him. He had several light strokes over the course of a few days, and it affected his short-term memory, but not his long-term memory. Thank God for that. But he would still talk and everything, but he'd have to kind of fight to get his words. But he would still communicate, but then he just stopped, and that was the hardest part about it. But uh so now that then we'll end the serious moment right there on all of that. So were you in trouble with mom and dad? Was that why you were late? Did they ground you? Did they take your power armor from you? Try to beat
Well,
try to try to beat
you
you try
see,
to
my
beat you over the head with it?
yeah. Well, what happened was, so first off, my power armor, I'm not allowed to touch that until I'm 18 years old. It's locked behind some sort of like funds thing, whatever the hell it's called. Um, and second of all, it was basically we were discussing as you know, I'm in the process of getting a PC, and we're really struggling to get a graphics card. And so we were looking at multiple different places online and just kind of drawing up prices and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
it went over 20 minutes more than I expected. So I'm really really sorry about that.
Oh, dude, um you don't have to apologize. Although Sterno says you were getting your ass beat.
I hate Stono. He'll never beat my ass.
Let's see. We're here for you always, and you can always talk to us about anything. Well, I appreciate that, Faith. I really, really, really do. Um, so when is the PC going down, or is it going to be more piece by piece?
It's looking like it might have to be a piece by piece thing for now. I know that we know where to get mouses and keyboards and stuff, and I'm probably going to get some of them for Christmas. But it probably won't be operational by January, depending on when certain parts get here and stuff. My local computer store is hoarding currently that they've ordered and are going to be hoarding in the next couple of weeks. Some of the graphics cards which I want to get, which are RTX 3060 Ti's, which are better than 2080s or 2070s or 2060s, and I was planning to get a 2060 or 2070. So I'm going to go with one of those, and they'll be in stock next week. So I'm going to go get one of those next week, and I'm not sure when we're going to be ordering a solid drive, otherwise known as an SSD. But I'm going to be getting one of those because they can load and run games as smooth as butter, compared to a HDD. HDD is better if you have like.
Wouldn't that be a hot knife through butter?
Yeah, I suppose. However you say the thing. My
You're not.
brain
I
isn't
mean,
working.
well, I was going to say you're not. Thank God you didn't make the comparison to the ranch bed. You know, because trying
That
to
ain't
say
smooth.
something
That is not a smooth experience. That's
that's
like that's really not a smooth experience. That is like a battle of like pain and death.
For those of you who are not familiar with the reference, we had Wander and I had burnt toast on an episode a few weeks back, and we were talking about we were making reference to the the eating video that Shani had done with the lettuce wrap, and how they were eating it. They were eating food in their bed, and Rev was basically just like dousing this thing that he was eating in ranch dressing, and not only like, I mean, all over his fingers and his face and his beard and all of that. And it's like I said, it looked like he got in a bukkake fest with a couple of Hidden Valley Ranch bottles. But they were eating it in their bed, and it was just getting everywhere. So Wanderer and I have basically just kind of, I guess, I mean, I guess you could say we coined it ranch bed. And so, and according to Wanderer, who has, I guess, now experienced like full body submersion into the ranch bed, it's not a good time, and it's not smooth. So,
I have plunged into the river of ranch, and I've came out a different man.
Yeah, you make
Just,
you make it sound like you dove in, you met Sean Connery on the other side, you became a Highlander, and now you're back from your ranch adventure is what it sounds like.
it was thought that a ranch, a bathe in the ranch river and the ranch bed would cleanse one's soul. Although that is completely false. That is just some spiritual, philosophical bullshit I made up on the spot.
I was going to say it sounds more like it would clog your pores and clog your arteries simultaneously.
Yeah, why do you think my acne's so bad, dude?
Well, I mean, that's gonna be more caused by lots of sugar, lots of chocolate, and you know not scrubbing your face properly.
I mean, yeah, most of that is true. I eat lots of fast food and shit. I also ate like a full bag, like a massive bag of popcorn recently.
The river Styx runs white with rage.
The Red Sea is not made from blood, but ketchup.
Well, now, we did say that we're going to try to market different sauce beds. So we had the ranch bed, there was the mayonnaise bed, there's the barbecue sauce bed, and
Burger sauce toilet.
do what?
The burger sauce toilet.
the burger sauce toilet. I really
Yeah.
don't know how comfortable I would feel sitting on a toilet made of sauce. The bed, the bed itself sounds uncomfortable enough as it is. Um, so those things are still in the works for the time being. So let's
We can't sell anything ketchup related because the people like the FDA or whatever, whoever the fuck approves these types of items said no, it looks too much like someone's been murdered on a toilet or a bed. So we couldn't sell the ketchup related products, sadly.
well, that, and we would probably get sued by like Heinz and all of that stuff that make the ketchups and the other random sauces. Although I have had another idea for a sauce bed. It just came to me.
Oh.
Dijon mustard. Spicy
That sounds uncomfortable.
spicy mustard bed.
Dude, imagine sleeping in that shit naked. That would like burn. That would burn. You would be feeling like Darth Vader on
Uh,
Mustafar, just getting your ass burned.
no, well, no, not well. I mean, kind of, but you wouldn't be losing your legs and your arms, and basically looking,
Like a mashed potato.
well, I don't know necessarily that he looked like a mashed potato, but
He
and
definitely looked like some form of potato. I think it was burnt.
um, well, I was gonna say it would be more like a baked potato instead of a burnt potato. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, Dijon mustard bed. I could see that. I still say that you should Photoshop the bedspread and the ranch bottles and all of that. Like make a little catalog. Little catalog we could just put up for fun, and just be
I
like,
should hide that somewhere in my current video game project. Like just an image of like Hellman's original mayonnaise bed, just somewhere out in the map
are,
somewhere that
are
nobody will
there
be able to discover.
well then it kind of defeats the purpose if they can't find it. That could be like like a hidden side mission that they have to if the game requires the character to sleep or rest at any point, if they sleep on the mayonnaise or the ranch bed, they when they wake up after that, they immediately get like 100 gold or something like that. Like
um, or
like just
the way I could see it working is if I have like an image of it like framed up or something, or like on a torn piece of paper somewhere down in the underground agent base that we've made,
there you go.
or maybe on the dead body of like an agent. That's just Hellman's original mayonnaise sleeping bag.
Or no. What you could do is like in like random buildings on different maps and everything, just put like a wall of like ranch bottles.
That sounds like a purgatory, and not one that I would like to endure.
Oh, come on. Hang on.
It's that
Bonk
bad.
says
I have submerged myself in ranch. I have witnessed unspeakable things whilst being plunged into the ranch.
the untold horrors of the milky whiteness that is the ranch bed. Bonk says
The milky
they
whiteness.
wake up they wake up and catch a disease.
What disease would that be?
I would say
Oh,
probably
I've got
maybe.
one that sounds disgusting. I've got one that sounds absolutely disgusting. Right, ready
Okay,
for it?
okay, hang on. Let me say mine first, and then we'll save the gross one for just a second. I was gonna say dysentery.
Oh, that would be bad. Honestly, I think that's probably more deadly than the one I have in mind.
All right, what do you got?
My one just it sounds so awful to have, and mine is urinary tract infection.
Well, no, that would I mean, that would definitely occur. I mean, because it's going to be getting in places that things like that shouldn't go. Uh, I
Oh
mean,
my god.
well, I mean, let's face it. I mean, you know, um, there are there are um, there are intimate moments where different things can be used, um, such as whipped cream and chocolate and whatnot. But those usually don't stay very long. So have a complete submersion into a substance such as mayonnaise or ranch or Dijon mustard or barbecue sauce, um, yeah, that yeah, you'd definitely be looking at a UTI, maybe dysentery, um,
Spot
ranch lung,
maybe gonorrhea.
ranch lung, because you're breathing it in.
Oh,
You're going to drown in it. Because I mean, think how hard it is to move. And why the fuck are we still talking about this?
I don't know.
Um,
We've been going on about this for like 20 minutes.
um, yeah, but you'd be breathing all that. I mean, could you imagine like how hard it is to are they on Oregon Trail? Every time I hear dysentery, that's what I think of. Oh man.
I
Uh
just think of I think of West Virginia because of the amount of diseases you can get in Fallout 76.
I was about to say, why West Virginia? You've never been to the States before, but okay, I get it
I
now.
don't know. Just seems like a rather infectious state. I don't know.
As Faith can tell you, I mean, come to the South, you would rethink that very quickly. Some of the places that we could take you, man, you'd probably look at West Virginia, like fucking, Shangri-La at that point. Um, but oh, and real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I am actually going to Bran from the Geek Room actually has a horror movie podcast that he does from time to time, and yours truly here has is going to be on his podcast later this evening. Be starting at about 6 o'clock Central Time. Be 7 o'clock Eastern. I'm trying to find the link to it. There it is. Let me. It's called the Bloody Breakdown with Bran. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uh, pull up the channel here, and I will share a link. I have to do all of this from my phone. So what I'm going to
I'll be there. Probably. I'll probably fall asleep 30 minutes in though,
do.
because it's like midnight for me when it starts.
Right, and you got school tomorrow, young man.
However, to counter that obvious connotation, though, I don't start college until quarter past 1 in the afternoon. So yeah, I've got the mornings pretty easy. I can wake up late, walk Bobby, get ready, and then just hop off whenever I feel like it, I guess.
All right, and there is a link in the chat for everyone for Bloody Breakdown with Bran. Go over to the channel, hit that subscribe button for him, get the notification bell on. Go ahead and like the stream. It's going to be coming up soon, and be sure to join us for sure. Um, give me just a moment. Um, Wonder if you got anything you want to plug for your channel. Give me just go ahead. I need to step away for just a minute.
All right. So I don't actually have anything I want to plug. However, I do want to talk about a video that came to mind recently, and I've completely forgot what it is. I forgot where I either posted it or I just like, you know, I think something Widow said reminded me of it, and I cannot remember what it was now. Either way, yeah. So that's just how it is. British man is trying his best over here. I've got like so. Let's go through like some of the weird videos on my phone. I've got an out of context clip of John Cena saying "boobies," and then the crowd immediately cheering after he says that. I've also got a picture of some white like 8-year-old or something saying, "People say I look like the baby. I'll let y'all be the judge though." And he's just staring into the camera so menacingly, and that was the comedy of it. Then I've got like these three people in a car. It's a video by Philip Gonzi with 392 subscribers. Epic fart shuts up wife, and the accents are the funniest part about this. Not even the fart, and then his laugh also. Like this video is pretty damn funny. What else do I have? A really bad like D-list actor trying to play a pedophile in some sort of like a "Don't Talk to Strangers" thing. Let me play the audio from this actually.
Been in an accident. Let's go to the hospital. Mom's been in an accident. Let's go to the hospital. Come get in the truck and go with me. Hurry, your mom's been hurt. She's been in an accident. Let's go to the hospital.
It made me laugh a lot because it's not exactly the best I've ever heard. What else have I got? Let's see. I've got a slowed down video of MC Ryder from Death Grips singing Guillotine, and I found it really funny, so I posted it 3 times. That's literally what it sounds like. I hope everybody likes that. You know how it is. Bobby's actually barking right now. I don't know what he's barking at. Okay, so
All right, I'm back. Um,
howdy.
uh, so did you get to any of the records I sent you?
Um, Sadly not. It's been a fairly busy couple days, so I didn't really get a chance to pick any of them up. Sunday I was finishing off some of my pre-production stuff, and this week's kind of been hectic at college, so I haven't really had the chance to check them out. So I apologize about that. However, I will have them for whenever the next show is.
Okay, that's no problem. That's no problem at all. So what have you so out of every so let me ask you this. So out of everything that I have been sending you, uh what have you besides typo negative, because I know that's going to be like your first answer. Um what all out of all of that have you been listening to the most lately?
Hmm. It's hard to say, because my answer would most definitely be typo, but I gotta say it's between Pantera or Alice in Chains, because Alice in Chains, I added some, if not most, of their songs into my playlist, and I absolutely love listening to Rooster or Wood whenever they come on. So yeah, I listen to Alice in Chains quite frequently. This has got to be one of my more favorites things that you sent me, and me and my friend Ollie. I do listen to Terror from time to time, so I can talk to my friend about it because he's a very big like Metallica, Pantera, Misfits fan. He loves all of that type of music, so it's just something that we can really talk about.
Um I'm still hoping to at some point change your mind about good friends and a bottle of pills.
The lyricism was scary. Actually, you know, yesterday one thing I never realized about "Be My Druidess" from Typo Negative on October Rust. I think I mustn't have been paying attention at the time because I remember when I was listening to October Rust, I think I was studying for my maths. Um, Nonetheless, um, I listened to "Be My Druidess" and it came on the bus home from college, and then the part where he's talking about you know, making a girl do the swag. Let's put it that way. I came and I was like, what the fuck? I don't recall this. that was quite funny.
Well, I mean, the song is, about what it is in fact about, which, he's asking a woman to be his druidess.
Yeah, to be
I mean,
his swag.
um, I think you would look at Wolf Moon a little different if I actually explained it to you.
Yeah, I'm hoping to keep my innocence on that one because that's probably one of my more favorite. That's one of my more favorite tracks on October Rust. So. Oh, dude, it's this one. Wait, this is like really off topic, but I'm gonna turn on my camera for a sec to show you guys this. So
Okay.
this is my my HDD, also known as a hard drive. It is a Seagate 1 terabyte one, and just look at the packaging on this, dude. I've never had something like that. It's like one of those inflatable bed things you find at like the beach or something. It's like super cool and squishy. I thought I'd show that to everybody.
So you're basically leaving it in the bubble wrap.
Yeah, I think it's dope as hell, and also the packaging on the inside as well is not very protective. And if I damage the HDD, I'm not confident it'll probably hold well on my PC. So I'm being very careful about all the pieces.
What all parts do you have for it right now?
So right now I have the hard drive, I have the processor, the motherboard, the RAM, I have a CPU cooler, the casing came today, and the power supply is on its way. Dude, wait, I'll go get my case, right? Because it's the funniest thing ever. Like some dude just came to my door. I was like, "Hey, this is like your packaging," and I was like, "Holy shit, that's a big box." Wait a sec.
Okay.
Look at the size of this thing, dude. I've never had a box so big.
If it were just a little bit bigger, you could probably like fit inside of it.
Okay, I can hear you now.
I was going to say, if that box were just a little bit bigger, you could probably fit inside of it.
I'm convinced I can fit inside of it. Like already, I'm skinny enough. I'm flexible enough. I could probably fit inside that. Let's be real. I will do a stream of me fit in the box. I'll probably break one of my bones, but it is what it is for the Vine, dude.
Well, if you were going to put yourself in that box, where would you ship yourself? And for the record, I said ship, not shit. Let's just make that clear.
I would I'd probably like ship myself either over to like Lithuania. I don't know why. Or America, so I can come see you guys.
Hey, well, that would be, as small as that box is, I think we would have to like literally unfold you. Like you would have to probably go to a chiropractor or something after trying to get out of like he opened the box and he's like all just like crumpled up like a piece of paper.
Yeah, they've got to unfold me like a goddamn piece of origami.
Ooh, I don't even want to think about how painful that would be.
That would be right. I think my spine would be out of my body by that point.
Yeah, probably a bad vertebrae or two, some herniated discs, honestly, I think you'd probably be better off trying to go in a packing crate than a box of that size.
You know, maybe I'll just use both. Maybe I'll use the pack and crate thing. There's like my little home, and I'll attach this box to it, and that can be like my toilet or something. It's how it's gonna work. It's how things. It's how we do it. Oh, if there's one thing I did want to talk about today, it was Spotify Unwrapped. Now, do you know what that is?
Can't say that I do.
Basically, it's like an annual kind of celebration every single year that Spotify does. It basically it allows people who own Spotify accounts, and I think it's premium users only, or it might even be everybody. But it basically compiles a bunch of music they've listened to through the year into a small little playlist, and also gives them a quick rundown of what genres and albums and people they've been listening to throughout the year. And I was pretty impressed with how much I've listened to this year. I think I've listened to. I want to say it's over 300 artists in the space of a year, which is a fucking lot. I listened to 800 artists this year alone. And then my most listened to artists were Thundercat, Mac DeMarco, C418, who's obviously famous for doing Minecraft soundtrack, Comtrues, who's like a vaporwave / outrun artist, and Tame Impala. I don't know why Tame Impala's on there. I stopped listening to them probably around spring.
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Yeah, Tame Impala suck. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I listened to their music. I was like, oh, this is good. This is good. Then a new album dropped, and I was like, that was a total load of bollocks, and that has put me off everything. Also, a bunch of like white girls with like pink hair listened to it, and I joined a Facebook group about Tame Impala, and yeah, I severely regretted it immediately after just seeing a handful of the posts, and yeah. Dude, I will make that video. Ship myself to America, wrong, got arrested. Welcome, guys, to another J Station video, guys. 1 like equals 1 prayer for me getting to America safely. Quite honestly, yeah. Bonk says that he only had like 150. I think honestly, the only reason I've listened to 800 artists is thanks to obviously your music recommendations, Widows, and also because Bonk just sent me a shit ton of artists. So
I think they heavily overvalue what you listen to at the beginning of the year.
Honestly, I'm of the opinion that they do that as well, because I noticed that Townsend posted on Instagram that their numbers seem severely underflated, I guess you could say, or severely deflated compared to their numbers right now. That they have shot up throughout the year and have managed to claim around 7,000 monthly listeners, but I think it only says 4.8k on their Spotify Unwrapped page. Nonetheless, they're still good numbers, but they do, like, Spotify severely overvalue what you have at the start of the year. I think honestly, if they didn't do that and they had count the entire year, that I'm confident in saying that Tybo Negative probably would have took Tame Impala's place, because I've listened to shit tons of Tybo.
I mean, I have Spotify. I don't really use it all that much. Mostly what I do with it is, my brother will, if he comes across something that he knows that I'll enjoy, and he's found it on Spotify, like he'll send me a Spotify link to it, or he'll send me a YouTube link most of the time, because he knows I mostly use YouTube. But that, I mean, I honestly, and see, that's one thing a lot of people, they're just like, like a lot of people are like using TikTok and all that now, which I don't use that whatsoever.
Oh, I hate TikTok.
But I'm like, YouTube is, other than the fact that now every time I'm watching something, I have to sit through a commercial. Um, like I'll give you a good example. Phil Anselmo put out, or has a group that he put out, that he's in, and it's called N Minor, ENMIONR, or spell it. I suck with words, but they somebody put the album in its entirety up on YouTube, and I'm just like, awesome, like, because I'd heard a track or two and really liked what I heard, and it's not like it's not metal, like it's more atmospheric. Like, there's a guitar player and bass player, there's a drummer, Phil's doing the vocals, and they've got like a cellist, that plays with them, and it's really, really, really good. um and I was at work one morning, and I was about to do all like my paperwork and stuff, and I'm like, well, oh man, I'm going to listen to the N Minor album. So I clicked on the link and opened up. Of course, they played a commercial like right before the video started, and I'm just like, all right, awesome. So I get through the first track, and another commercial comes on. I'm like, so I have to walk over and skip it, and then I'm listening to it again. I think I got through like two tracks, and then it hit another one, and I'm like, no, stop it! Like, can I not just listen to a record in its entirety without having to hear a commercial for insurance or skincare or really, really terrible fucking beer like Bud Light and this Bud Light seltzer shit? Can I just not have to deal with that? And it's the same thing on Spotify. Like, I don't like, I honestly, I believe that things like Spotify, like Spotify and Pandora, those are music things that I think that should be completely ad free. Like, yeah, I know the purpose of things like that are to make money and become more successful, so you can update shit and all of that. And obviously, that's why they force you to pay for premium services, so you don't have to worry about that, so they can still make their money. But at the same time, I'm just like, people have to deal with commercials and shit when they are, or if they actually listen to the radio. Can we not just have a platform where we don't have to worry about dealing with some bullshit commercial for products and services and stuff that we don't care about? Like, most of the time I'll thumbs down the commercials, because I guess that's supposedly supposed to like um have something to do with like the advertising that they're going to show you or something. The only one that I have ever thumbs up, it was a Rockabilia. Um, it was a Rockabilia commercial, and I don't know if if you even know what Rockabilia is. Um, it's basically just this huge company where you can order practically like anything, like music related, like band shirts and posters and flags and stickers and patches and buttons and keychains and wall art and ashtrays and incense burners and belt buckles. I mean, you name it, they pretty much got it. They used to put catalogs out. Like, I used to order a catalog. I mean, and you could order a catalog for free. And I used to order one every once in a while. But, I'm a pretty big dude, and most of the time they don't carry, shirts in my size. But Wanderer, I mean, you're skinny. So, I mean, you could probably order you some typo shirts from there with like no problem. So, because
that'll be fucking awesome.
I'm figuring like you wear what, a large, extra large?
Right now, honestly, I have got such a diverse wardrobe in sizes. Some stuff that I like 2, 3 years ago at size small still fits me to this day, and I am bordering a large.
You're gonna have to start going on runs with Bobby.
I actually run quite a lot, especially when I'm late for the bus. I know during lockdown, especially when me and Bonk used to talk quite a lot more than we do now. Sadly, we've both been very, very busy, so we haven't really had the time. Bar like one day last week where we just got to chill out and play some Halo. But yeah, I remember when me and Bonk and Zabrak first began getting close and stuff. I would go on bike rides and listen to bands like Cornwave and Remo Drive and just ride my bike, and Old Pine as well. I just ride my bike to those bands, and it was the time of life, dude. I loved it.
Honestly, like one thing that I need to do, I need to get, I need to walk and lose some more weight and everything. Because honestly, I've lost like, let's see, the last time I went to the doctor, which was a few months back, when I that whole incident where I strained that muscle in my back.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I remember that.
um, I had lost 20 pounds. Yeah, like somewhere between 20 25 pounds. Um,
Nice.
which I was like thoroughly shocked about. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. Um, and I know you're really not supposed to do it, but I get into this real bad habit where I only typically eat like once a day. Um, I know you're, like I said, I know you're technically not supposed to do that, but most of the time it's like I don't really get an appetite. I can tell that I'm hungry. It's just I don't feel the want to really eat anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Now,
Um,
unlike my two spoiled, rotten princesses of kitty cats here, who like to eat all the time. Um, no, seriously. Like the other morning, I came in. No, it wasn't. It was the other. It was Sunday. It was Sunday night because I had to work. I had to work Sunday afternoon, and I came in just after 11, and their food bowl was like, they have one of those food dishes that has like the two things on either side. Like you could do food and water in it if you wanted to, but I just do, like, they have a one of those like water cooler style water dishes, that has like the bottle that you put on there, and like you take, the more water it takes out, like it fills up until the bottle goes empty. So I just fill them both up with food. Well, when I left at 3 o'clock that afternoon, those both sides of that bowl were halfway full, like probably three quarters full, both sides. I come in and they were both bone empty, like dry. And I'm like, how do you eat this much? Because they act like they've never had a meal in their life. It's, I'm so bad to them. I don't, I don't love them, but of course that's a lie. I do love them, but I'm like, how can you eat like all the time? Like, good example. My little black cat, Whisper, my little chunky girl over there. Um, she could literally get done eating. Like she'll go to the food bowl and she'll eat a little bit and she'll get some water and then she'll run around, or she'll, come where I am, or she'll lay down or whatever. Well, I could get up like 5 minutes later to go make me something to eat in the kitchen, and she is right there, like either at my feet or on the counter, just begging for food. And I'm like, you just ate. Like I will literally just have to look at my cat and be like, you literally just ate.
that's the same with Bobby. But Bobby's always like, going up on his two hind legs and like trying to get some food off the desk that we use.
All right, Duran, you
And yeah, he's
be careful out there. Thank you for coming by today.
and yeah, he's just super greedy. But I guess that's just in the nature of animals. I mean, it was the same with my rabbit, and it sounds like it's the same with your cats. So, and it's the same with my dog. And I'm just guessing that they absolutely adore food. I mean, who doesn't really? I love me a good ass meal. I mean, I don't look like it, but I do. Trust me.
I mean, as skinny as you are, I figured you'd go. You're gonna eat your mom and dad out of house and home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I eat absolutely everything. There was times when I was doing my GCSEs back in 2018, 2019, where I would literally raid the fridge. I would get home and I had this like everlasting hunger. I was never satisfied. And I would literally just go in the fridge, eat every single chocolate bar, eat every single like apple or whatever, eat all the crisps, and I'd still be hungry and I'd still have room for tea. And I just still stayed the same weight, and I don't understand how I do it. Maybe I just shit it all out. I don't know. Maybe my metabolism's just so poggers. And yeah, I just don't understand, man. I really don't. I think I'm just doomed to be as skinny as I am, which means it's going to be a pain in the ass if I ever wanted to bulk up and gain some muscle. If I started going to the gym again, that'd be hard for me to do
No,
because of my metabolism.
Well, just eat a bunch of meat and drink a bunch of protein shakes.
I actually did that a lot, and I want to say my arms improved a little bit. My shoulders definitely improved. Nonetheless, I didn't really gain much.
I know a way you can gain weight. Just sit down and consume like tubs of butter, just pure fat.
Honestly, I think I probably have a goddamn heart attack before anything if I did that.
You get one spoonful down and you go into like cardiac arrest.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, that actually reminds me. Some dudes in my maths class brought in like these super sour like warhead style sweets. And I had one last week and it was so sour that honestly my heart was palpitating the entire time. Like my heart was thudding through my chest, and I thought, I'm not breathing that fast. That's probably got to be very, very bad. Perhaps my veins and my arteries are going to clog up and I'm going to die and like die of like a cardiac arrest or some bullshit. But nonetheless, I was fine. My teeth felt like they were burning off, but yeah, I was fine.
And for those of you who, and this came through just a little while ago, and I know it's premiered already, but Sir Hatman has posted his COTM video for the month, and the award I guess the award was split between three people. Shani, Rev, and Donald Trump.
Let's go, dude. Those are, oh my god. I got to give a round of applause, dude, because they all worked so hard to get this all righteous achievement. And I am so proud of each and every one of them. And I'd like to congratulate them personally.
Right. I just happened to check the Discord, the promotion section in my server, and he had just posted it appeared premiered almost an hour ago. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to I'm definitely gonna have to check that out here in just the next little bit. Or I have a better way that you could gain some weight. I could literally give you 150 pounds of fat like right now.
Sounds good. Transfer it over.
uh, yeah, I don't really quite know how that would work. um, no, I'm definitely going to get down to
Ah!
what happened.
Bobby's just punched me in the balls.
Ah!
I'm not even kidding. That's just live on air. Wanderer gets ball assassin. The ball assassin gets ball assassin. Right, get out, mister. Come on. You've had your showtime. You can go see mom and dad. Oh no, he's gonna lick his ass now. Victory pose.
Damn it, Bobby. Uh, no. Bobby literally had a self defense moment. That's my purse. I don't know you.
He's now
Oh,
decided that it's playtime.
oh man. And guys, while we're waiting for Wanderer to recover from his sudden attack to the nether regions. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream, hit the subscribe button, get the notification bell on. If you know anybody who would enjoy the show, also go ahead, send them a link to the channel, and tell them to, hit the subscribe button and all that good stuff.
I've returned.
Are you okay now?
He sucked the powers straight from me.
Well,
Bobby now has claimed my throne as the ball assassin.
Well, no, I don't think he's necessarily claimed the throne as much as he just, injured that particular region.
They're gone.
They're gone?
My nuts are gone. He teleported them to another dimension.
Well,
it's over.
Well, I was going to say I know that there will, be one person in the world that will definitely be disappointed by that, but what can you do?
I don't know. I probably should go see a doctor about this. I don't know.
It's like my dog, stepped on my junk, and I don't really know what to do about it.
Yeah, they teleported to a different dimension. Is there any way I can go to that dimension and reclaim what is rightfully mine?
Well, I really don't think. Honestly, I think that they'll return if you just give them give them a few moments.
Yeah, I've got to regain strength.
But no, oh man, that was too funny. I hate to laugh at your expense, but sorry, I can't do that.
Nah, it was rather epic anyway. I thoroughly enjoyed the fact that this really brought joy to somebody.
My cat stole my bed by laying in the middle of it. Well, Sterno, you have to understand that is technically the cat's bed. They allow you to sleep in it because they know you need a place to sleep too. But that is their bed. It's like I tell people all the time. This apartment is not mine. I live in my cat's apartment. I'm the one that just has to go to work and pay the rent and the internet bill. But I live in their house. This is not mine. My bed is not mine. It's theirs, but they let me sleep in it because they know that their daddy needs a place to sleep. Basically everything here is theirs. So you have to remember that cats own everything. They own everything.
Yeah, I'd say Bobby, although he's not a cat, he has some cat-like traits. He'll perch on the windowsill sometimes and just look out the window like a cat. I don't know if that's like normal for dogs to do, but I mean, he does a fair amount. Let's just say that, a fair amount.
He wouldn't survive FedEx. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I mean you're gonna have. I mean I've got a friend of mine actually who used to work in a FedEx depot, basically like a hub for where like packages going here, all over the place. And basically I
Yeah.
mean his station was just like he would get packages and basically be throwing them onto separate conveyor belts. Like I mean that's what he was surrounded by. And honestly I'm like that would be like one of the most stressful jobs ever, is trying to figure out where all of that was going. And if you took like one um um if you took like one wrong, I mean I'm not sure how like quick the packages were coming at him, but I'm like if you just miss that wrong package and it hits you like right in the groin, oh
You done goofed, dude. You done
oh
goofed.
yeah, you done
It's game over from here.
Man, no, I don't even want to think about that. Oh shit. just
Pain.
listening, just listening to the pain that you were in from that, I mean, was it like full paw or was it more like, kind of like a tap?
It was 2 paws full force straight into my groin.
Oh,
Mainly because he wanted his little, because we got him like a little dummy that we put like peanut butter and stuff he'll like in, so you can just basically try and get it out and like eat it throughout the day, just so he's paying less attention to the fact that, oh yeah, mom and dad are at the house. But yeah, he's it was with that I held it in my hand, and
oh, so you were
he
holding it, and therefore that's why that
he
happened.
jumped up. Yeah, he jumped up, and I was man spreading, and he kicked me straight in the balls with 2 feet, and it hurt. It hurt a lot.
So in a way, you kind of brought it on yourself.
Perhaps you could see it that way.
No, that's pretty much how it is. Because I mean, if you're holding a toy that he wanted, he's going to get it one way or the other.
Yeah, but also he didn't have to kick me in the. But he could have been more gracious about it, you know. Like,
Dude,
I'm gonna teach my dog how to not kick me in the balls because I'm the ball assassin and I'm the only one who's allowed to do that.
well now now you have a sidekick.
Oh, I have an apprentice.
Yeah.
Like we're like Sith lords of the ball assassin like community.
Well, I don't know. Well, no, I don't think that being a Sith would necessarily have anything to do with it. More along the lines of he's your backup.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the rule of the Sith that was established by Darth Bane in the ancient lore of Star Wars is that there can only ever be 2 Siths, no more, no less.
Right.
I just got a lisp.
But think of it this way: he is the Robin to your Batman.
Yeah. I suppose if you think about it that way, yeah, he is.
He is the Robin to your Batman.
The Vader to the Emperor.
Yeah. He is the butthead to your Beavis.
The Mario to the Luigi, or the Luigi to the Mario, I should say.
I was going to say he's going to be the Luigi to your. He's going to be the Luigi to your Mario. So yes, you in fact have a sidekick.
Kazooie to Banjo.
Do what?
Kazooie to Banjo.
Wait.
Do you not get the reference?
No.
So you've never heard of or played Banjo Kazooie? It's like a platformer that was on Xbox way back in the day. I'm pretty sure. I remember playing out my Xbox 360.
Where you going, dude?
Hang on a second.
Oh, so for the audience, whilst Whittleson handles whatever the hell he's doing, I'm playing Krunker right now. Krunker.io is a free first-person shooter that you can play on your web browser, and it's actually pretty fun. I'm using a rocket launcher right now. We play this at college when we're on breaks, and my friends hate it when I use the rocket launcher because I just troll everybody by just blowing them up and blowing myself up. So
Because you're a troll.
yeah, I am a troll. I am the master troll. I am Choo Choo Train, but better. Because he likes to be a troll. Yeah, man. He thought he could troll me by putting the N word in like the autocorrect bot thing. Yeah, you can't troll me like that, dude.
Oh man, talking. Speaking of that, like I was watching Geek Room last night, and I don't get what it is with and I'm just gonna see. Hang on. Apparently,
Let's go. I just want to shoot out with a pistol. Get fucked. You're so bad at this game.
but I was, I've noticed in some of the streams and stuff that I watch, like I watch the Geek Room like when I'm off work, like when I don't have because starting tomorrow night I'm staring at 8 days straight.
Yeah.
And then I'll have 6 days off in a row after that. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. I know you probably didn't get to catch that. Good evening, Sir Hatman. Welcome as always. Saw that you posted COTM. Haven't watched it yet, but as soon as we wrap up, that's going to be my first priority.
What's up, Hatman?
So I was watching. I'll watch. Of course, I'll go into Hatman's live stream on when I'm off on Fridays. Because when I have to work, because mostly I work, 11 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock in the morning. And I end up pretty much sleeping all day when I have to do that. So, when I'm off on Fridays, I'll be in Hatman's stream. And then, of course, I'll catch the Geek Room anytime they're live when I'm off and stuff like that. And I've noticed that over the hump and downhill to the weekend. That's very, very true. Well, not for me. I mean, tomorrow, I guess, could technically be considered Monday for me as far as my work goes.
It's Friday for me tomorrow because I actually have to work from home on Fridays now.
Oh wow! Well, I mean, at
so
least
for
you
most
don't
of
have...
that, I'm not even working. Like I wake up and at 8 a.m. the new Mandalorian episode drops, so I watch that until like 9:45 and then join my team's call.
But you were talking, it's one thing I noticed. In some of these streams, these people, some people will get in there and they'll just start typing the N word one letter at the time, so they can I honestly I don't know what the purpose of it is, but somebody was trying to do that last night while I was watching Geek Room, like trying to do it like 3 or 4 times with like 2 or 3 or 4 different sock accounts. And I'm like, what do you get out of, like, honestly, I want to know, like, what type of joy do you get out of doing that? It is, number one, it's classless is what it is.
Funny epic racial slur. Dude, it's not even funny. Shut the fuck up. Grow up, dude.
Well, that's true. I didn't even think about that, Sir Hatman. But I'm like, honestly, I'm like, what kind of joy do you get out of doing this? I mean, are you really that sad that you have to, attempt to do something like that? Let's see. That's why I got a 5 second slow mo on my chat because I don't trust Ninja or his butt monkeys much. That yeah. Um that's why like when I'm when I'm bringing that's why when I'm bringing people on um
The
it's
Discord's like private and shit.
huh.
That's like the very reason the Discord's private and stuff, to prevent like trolling efforts.
Well, we'll see that, and we'll see that's one reason why I never put out like open invite to the server, um, because if it's somebody that I know, like if it's somebody that you know and you trust, yes, that's perfectly fine. You have the ability to send them an invite. I'll send people an invite. Like I've sent, I sent Frank and Bran and Billy. I sent them all invites to the server, but they're only like my mods and myself, the keepers of the word, as I call them, um, are the only ones that have that ability. Other than that, no. I don't want to. I don't like putting out a public invite for the Discord because then just some that basically lets lets the chaos reign in and there's no way to contain it. But like when I'm going to have someone on, whether it be Hatman or my buddy, because Hatman was on the very first episode that I ever did, and then my buddy Aaron Maloney came on, the drummer from This to the Apocalypse, and then we've
I
had
remember that. Stu Dog.
um,
Stu Dog was the second one.
yeah,
And technically, he's also the fourth host.
um, Hatman, and regardless of who it is, I always make sure to reach out to people that I have set up as mods on the channel to have them come in, because to have them come in, so like you don't even really have to say really have to say much, or in the chat you can if you want, it's completely up to you, but just to keep an eye on things, because we're here to have a good time. We're here to talk, we're here to have discussion, we're here to have some laughs, joke around, and just have just have a ball. That's what we're here for. And I'll go ahead and I'll repeat this, because I've I said it, I believe I said it on the very first episode, and it bears repeating. This is not a place for this is not a place for racism. This is not a place for hate. This is not a place for any of that. Now we're going to do like all a lot of the other channels, and we're going to do commentary on people. I mean, we do that sometimes, but that's what it is. It's commentary. That is the whole point of free fair use on the YouTube platform. Because I mean, I'm sure that there are people who have stumbled upon the show and have listened to it and may not have liked it, and they just don't do the whole thumbs up or thumbs down thing, and they're just like, hey, I didn't really like that, and hey, that's cool, that's perfectly fine. But you're not, to be perfectly honest with you, if you put yourself out there on YouTube, I mean, you're opening yourself up to that kind of criticism, because there are people out there who will basically criticize anything.
Yeah.
But and honestly, like I said, I don't see what kind of joy that people get out of doing things like that. But if people don't come into your stream and are doing things like that, I mean, people may be in there talking shit, but they're not being racist. They're not, trying to post the, the N-bomb and all this other kind of stuff in your chat. That does not give you the right to turn around and go and do it to them. That doesn't give you the right to turn around and try to do it to them.
Yeah.
Be a little bit more be a little have a I guess um would uh I guess try to have a little bit more self-respect for yourself, maybe. But
Yeah.
yeah, like don't that honestly that to me shit like that just proves to me that proves what cowards that people like that are. If you deliberately come into someone's stream and try to do that, then you know that makes you a coward. If you can't if you can't if you can't grow a sack and engage someone about what they're talking about on a I guess a somewhat civilized level, or if you're going to have a back and forth and you're going to argue the whole time, you know, that's fine, but ball up. Like grow, put on your fucking big boy pants, grow a dick, and take care of your business. Don't don't come into somebody's stream being a douche and trying to get them flagged for racism when there's nothing that they're doing. And see, that was one thing like I was seeing last night. Like as soon like I said, I saw it several times in the Geek Rooms chat, and like people were right on that shit. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like, you don't like what they have to say, then this is
It's
what you
cowardice,
do.
really.
Right. It's a coward move. If you don't like what people have to say about you when they're doing commentary on you or giving you criticism, then that's on you. But they are in no way attempting to, you know, I mean, unless it's a legitimate thing, or a legitimate reason to flag somebody, don't just try to be a bitch and do it on purpose just because you think that you're going to get their channel taken down, or what have you. It's basically it's what I would like to call um honestly, I think I could label it the Jared Genesis effect. And the reason that I say that is because it's similar to what that idiot did when he tried to get Shabisky's channel taken down. That's exactly what it was. And so it's similar, but different variations. If you, I mean, do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. It's I mean, I just feel like if you've got a problem with somebody online and you you dislike some of the stuff they're saying about you, and you've got like a real issue with it, like say they're slandering you or something like that, you can debate them on that. You don't have to be a coward and try to get them flagged down. You can debate them and tell them why they're wrong. And if you don't have an argument, that's when people resort to flagging people down and shit like that, because they have no argument. They have no reason to be acting the way they're acting when they're pointed out on their bullshit.
Right. It's the same thing. Well, I wouldn't say that it's not. I mean, honestly, it's not, to me, it's not slander, because if you're, I mean,
No, I
slander
didn't mean
is,
it like that. I was like, if you feel like somebody is slandering you, if you feel like somebody's spreading false information, you can debate them on that. But if it's
oh,
like,
absolutely.
if they have an argument against you, then that's on you to defend yourself, because it might be true and they might just be lying.
That's true. And see, that's the other thing, like, and that right there, um, you take a look at people like we'll take Rev and Shani for example. You put your whole life on YouTube. You put every single bit of drama and bullshit and practically almost every breath that you take onto YouTube. Then when people get the information, like get the videos and show that you are clearly doing something that is hateful, racist, um, what have you, and they call you on it, and they call you out on it. You need to, it's just like like I said, you either need to, um, have a moment of self-realization and realize that you're fucking up, and you need to legitimately and sincerely apologize for it. Number one. Or number two, you need to grow a dick, let your balls drop, put on your grown-up pants, and you need to go out, you need to go and you need to debate or discuss what happened with this. And honestly, I mean, the chances of it going away are slim to none, but you took the time to be an adult about it and not a bitch hiding behind sock accounts trying to get people's channels flagged for things that they're not doing. You're clearly functioning on your own stupidity at that point. So it's just like when and don't and see the biggest thing, the biggest bitch move that you can do is and I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the big, okay, the channels that like deliberately get butt hurt over being called out for what they've done. Once again, going back to our favorite land whale and her discount shaggy boyfriend. When they get called out on it, they don't like it. And the biggest bitch move that you can do is just block somebody.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a bitch. That's a bitch move, in my opinion. Now, like what the Geek Room were doing and blocking someone who was attempting to do something racist to get them flagged, block them. Absolutely. If someone comes into the chat
if they are participating in like harassing or like bullying behavior, then yeah, definitely block them. Especially if they pose a threat to others, like doxing and shit like that.
But absolutely. But what guys like Hatman and the Geek Room and Burnt Toast and all of that, what they're doing commentary. They're calling these people out on their shit. And that's things that need to be done, especially for people whose lives revolve around doing nothing but trying to create a virtual shitstorm. Because they think that they can do no wrong, or excuse me, they can do no wrong when they clearly have. And see, it's like on Rev's channel, like he has his comments turned off. I'm like, you fucking bitch, you sorry ass pathetic excuse of a man. You can't handle criticism, and you can't be man enough to attempt to respond to people who are pointing things out for you. So you're going to cut your comments off. You're going to block people. You're going to do all of this. It's such a fucking bitch move. It really, really is. Like, you'll put content out but cut your comments off. I mean, that's fucking stupid. Have a fucking fucking just, I mean, I know it's impossible for him, but be a fucking man. Like, you claim that you're a real man and all this about whatever fucking stupid shit's coming out of your mouth. Then grow a dick and turn your comments on. If people want to actually like engage with you about things like that, then fucking do it. It's called being a grown up. And it's fucking pathetic is what it is, and that's, like I said, that's why I appreciate That's why I appreciate and will always give a shout out to the Geek Room and Hatman and Burnt Toast and Black Guy TV. They are and Dragnot. You know, they are calling these people on their bullshit, and that's exactly what needs to happen. Um, but if you don't like what people like the commentary that people are giving you, here's a great idea. Got the best idea in the world for you. It's $1 million idea. Are you ready for this? Are you, Rhonda? Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready. I
Are
am
you,
in my seat, firmly planted.
are you strapped in? You got your seatbelt on?
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. Here's my $1 million idea for those people. Those people that can't handle the criticism for the stupidity and bullshit that they put out on YouTube. Get off YouTube. There's
Holy shit. I've never thought of that before.
Right.
My eyes have been opened.
It's so goddamn simple. Isn't it? Isn't it? Get your
Yeah,
useless get your useless ass off YouTube. If you want to attempt to go to another platform, like I hear people like talking all the time, like, well, I'm going to go to Twitch. Okay, well, Twitch, they're a lot more restrictive than YouTube is. Okay, well, I'm going to go to BitChute. Well, BitChute, you can't turn your comments off on BitChute. And to my knowledge, you can't even block people on BitChute. And the people that are on BitChute are a lot more harsh than the people on YouTube. So if you can't handle criticism on YouTube, what's it going to be like on the other platforms that you're trying to escape to? But there's the $1 million idea. Get the fuck off of YouTube. You ain't got to get off the internet. Keep the internet for whatever it is in the hell you're doing. But get the fuck off of YouTube. If you have got literally skin as thin as a goddamn grape, to where every single time that someone calls you on your bullshit, and you clearly know that you've done this, but you want to double and triple down and pretend it didn't happen, if your skin is really that fucking thin, then you don't need to be making any kind of content. Like our little show here, we come in here and we have fun. We do commentary on people sometimes. We have some amazing people in our live chat and the community here that we've started working on. We have amazing guests come on, and we have a good time. That's exactly what we're here for.
Yeah.
But don't, if you can't, and it's like, and here's a good example. Like, and every once in a while, well, a while back, I was talking to Hatman on Discord, and I asked him, I'm just like, what, what can I do? What can I do? Is there anything that I could do differently? What do you think of the show? Is there something I can change, or how can I improve it? And he just told me, he was just like, you're doing great. You're doing a good job. You're doing it the way you want to do it, pretty much. And, change it. And he was right. We're still, we're still small, that's fine. But, and it's like if, and let's take Stu Dog, or let's take Frank, Billy, and Brand from the Geek Room. Let's say they message me and they're just like, hey man, I like the show, but here's some ideas for you. Here's some things that you can do to try to make this, make it a little better, or here's some things you could change. That is criticism. That's constructive criticism. And that and how you take that is completely up to you. Like I said, like if if Bran or Frank or Hatman or any of them message me right now and they're just like, hey man, listening to the show, or I was catching up on some of it, just be like, here, this is what I think. Here's here's where you can, here's some ideas that may help you and everything like that. They are giving me criticism, and I welcome constructive criticism because I want, to continue to the show to be successful. I want it to grow. Honestly, I would love to see, uh, I would love to, uh, one day maybe try to make a little money doing YouTube. I know obviously I couldn't do it full time, but sponsor or monetized or what have you. I would love that. And the criticism that the people that listen to the show, and especially guys like that, like my mentor Hatman, and the cool and the cool guys from the Geek Room, and Quentin, and shout out to the Ginger Nation. Whenever you listen to this, Quentin, much love to you, my brother. If they come to me and they're just like, giving me constructive criticism, I'm going to take it. I'm going to just be like, okay, yeah, I see your point. All right. Well, let me go back and let me look at a couple of things and let me see where I can improve this. Or if I do something, bad or what have you, and somebody calls me on it, then I'm just going to be like, okay, look, I apologize. I'm sorry. And how can I make this up to you? Or, tell me what I can do to make this better, make it right. Because that's called being an adult. That's called being a grown up. That's called being a man. That's called being a woman. That's what you're supposed to do. But, criticism is going to happen regardless of what you're doing. But if you're putting your entire life out there purposefully, if you're going on YouTube and making videos threatening to dox people or share messages for whatever purpose that, that kind of information doesn't need to be brought out to everyone and their mother in public and all of this, that's called being a bitch. That's a bitch ass move is what that is. So either be a grown up and take the criticism that you're getting and try to actually learn from your ways and do what you're supposed to do to make everything better, or get the fuck off of the platform or get the fuck off of the internet and keep it that way. Because I don't know. I honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand why, and nobody, and a lot of people, they don't like criticism. I get that. But you know what? It's necessary because you can't do better. You can't be better unless you listen to what other people have to say. Just like I was talking about my dad when when the show started. My dad, I would go to my dad and I would ask him, be like, okay, well, I did this. What do you think I could improve on? Or my mom, and they would give me criticism. They would give me criticism. They give me constructive criticism, and it was up to me whether to take it or not. But you know what? I did the best that I could to make it better. If I was fucking up somewhere, I would do what I needed to do to make it better. And that's exactly what you got to do. Be a goddamn adult. For fuck's sake, man. All right, I'm done ranting.
Yo, Bobby's here. He wants to play. You got anything to say? Do you want to growl or something? Well, you want to say hi?
Oh, well, guys, it's getting about that time to where we are gonna close and lock the Sanctum for the week. But real quick before we do all of that, I want to thank everyone who showed up today. Dernit, Sterno, Bonk, Faith, Vacuum, all of you. Dumpkey, all of you guys, thank you so much for coming and listening to the show today and interacting with us. Thank you, everyone, for giving me just that little time for me to actually, just to really talk about my dad and get my feelings out about that. I really, really do appreciate all the love and support for that. Remember, the next episode will be on the 12th. So it'll be a week from this Saturday. That's when Doc and Wander and we will all be back here together. Gonna try to work on a guest for us. If not, then we will. If not, then it'll just be the three of us here having a good time interacting with everyone in the chat. Don't forget to go and check out Hatman's new COTM video that was just posted just a little while ago. And be sure to check out Bloody Breakdown with Bran tonight at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be joining him where we will be discussing the Christmas horror movies Black Christmas and Krampus tonight. And be sure to go and check out the guys in the Geek Room. Sir Hatman, go and check out his channel also. Burnt Toast, Black Guy TV, Dragnot. Go and check out all these guys' channels. Show them some love. Give them a subscription. Turn on the notification bell. And once again, if you're not subbed to the Sanctum Sanctorum, hit that subscribe button. Get the notification bell on. If you know anyone who would enjoy the show also and want to interact with us, send them a link to the channel. Have them hit that subscribe button because, every little bit helps and we love each and every single one of you. So yeah, that's where we are. Wander, you got anything you got coming up you want to plug real quick?
Nothing coming up. Probably an update video soon. But sorry for being late.
Oh,
and thanks everybody for watching.
You get to keep your job. You're all right with that. So
all right, man.
Are you gonna be doing a live stream anytime soon that you want to let anyone know about?
I don't know. I mean, I hope so. I'd like to hopefully do some more Fallout 1 on the main channel or do some Halo or Minecraft on the Twitch. But nothing planned really. My content's going to be pretty much dry throughout this period of winter due to a lot of college work and trying to get into university and stuff. But hopefully in my holidays I'll be able to work on some stuff. I am currently working on the script for my next video. It's a biggie, so keep posted for that, I guess. And apart from that, thank you.
All right, no problem. Well, guys, thank you once again so much for tuning in today. Glad everyone was able to make it. Once again, Bloody Breakdown tonight with Bloody Breakdown with Bran tonight, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. That would be about midnight UK time. If you can make it, please, and I posted a link to the channel in the chat. Make sure you head over there, hit that subscribe button for Bran, get that notification bell on, and be sure to tune in to the show tonight. But we will see you again on the 12th. Yeah, so of course, if you have any suggestions for people that you would like for us to look into to have on the show, drop them in the comment section below, or post them in the Sanctum Sanctorum section in the Discord if you're a member of the Discord. But that is all we have for today. So once again, we will see you on the 12th. I hope everyone has a great weekend and a wonderful week next week. But until then, my friends, as always, we love you and peace be with you.
Sorry for being late, guys.